welcome back to another console review. This time we'll be reviewing Loki Season 2. Yes, we got three of us this time. We have Albert, Kelvin, and Teguh. Yeah, so
Woo!
this will be a spoiler discussion, a spoiler review for Loki Season 2, the whole series. Yeah, so if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch the sixth episode of Loki and then come back to this video. So, yeah, let's I guess let's get started with it, unless you want to say some few words, Albert, or to go. No?
Um, I don't think
No.
so. We should get
Alright, let's get
started
into it
here.
then.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess Albert, why don't you go ahead and start
So
your
should we start
thoughts
with
on
like
the
overall
series?
thoughts? Overall thoughts on the series?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I think overall this season 2 of Loki, I think is a very good show. It's probably almost up there with season 1. I still think maybe I like season 1 a bit more, but I thought this season was really really good, especially what it does to the character of Loki. It expand on the whole TVA. It expand on everything Kang mythology TVA, and just like developing the storyline of like the god of stories and everything like that, introducing all the new characters and the performances and the music and this like the visuals and the set design is just all incredible. So overall, this show is like this season's really really good. And again, this show really, I think this is most likely the last time we'll ever see Tom Hiddleston as Loki. And if it is, it does an incredibly perfect job at like concluding his arc in a way. So yeah, I'll start with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. If I have to choose either Loki season 1 or 2, I don't know, man. This one is they're equal in how good they are, I think. Yeah, I can't really pick one or the other, but overall though, Loki season 2 is really great. Yeah, like Albert said, the perhaps the conclusion of the Loki as a character that's just done incredibly well. He got that what you call that glorious purpose as the
Hmm.
final episode is, right? And yeah, uh, yeah, just the whole thing. Even then, like the whole season is just like it touched on a very, I would say, interesting like top subject. I don't know if subject is that the right word. like no, just the whole time travel thing, trying to the time slipping stuff, the whole
Yeah.
fixing of the time loom, going back to Victor Timely and how the TVA is created, all of that. I think it just like whoa, all right, that's cool. Like, and then we go, and there are moments where we go back to this, like the final episode of season 1, where they're fighting in the place in with the He Who Remains thing.
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, that is all just so cool. Going back to the season 1 sets and stuff like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
and yeah, just seeing what's the name, like all the new characters like Overboros and everyone. They're just a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah. So very very good season with a very good ending. Yeah. Tagu, your overall thoughts on this?
I really like time loops and like mind-boggling stuff, so
Mm.
I was mind-boggled, which means I was happy.
Did you unboggle your mind, Tagu, after the
Well, I
series?
tried to unboggle my mind through Albert, but that
Oh,
wasn't really
what?
helpful.
That just boggled it more?
No, I stayed as boggled as I was.
Nice, yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
is that it, Tagu?
Um,
Um, yeah, no, I mean, I'm I am very satisfied with it. I do like the ending. I will say, it's not that I wish it had another season. It's more like I wish the rest of the recent stuff Marvel is putting out is at this quality.
Yeah, man, that's all we wish for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah, man, like this year is pretty good. 3 out of 5 is good. I think, for the series, for MCU movies and series. Yeah. But yeah, Albert, you're gonna add something just now?
Yeah, no, I think for me the biggest takeaway is really just this whole show itself is a Ouroboros, because
Mm.
it's like a cycle literally, because the first episode of the show is called Glorious Purpose. The final episode of the show is also called Glorious Purpose.
Oh wait,
So I
really? I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah, yeah,
Oh.
I like that they did that. It's like literally full circle. And like even throughout season 2, and even throughout the last episode, Loki keep on saying like, I don't want a throne, that is the last thing that I wanted. And like at the end of the show,
She got it.
he
He was in
technically
full
got a
suit.
throne. He's in a suit,
Yeah.
he's in a throne. But the throne that he doesn't want is the throne where he gets the like the glory and the recognition and like being recognized literally. But this
Mm.
one, no one knows he's there. He's doing it for the greater good. He is not
Yeah,
doing
that's
it
true.
to be known, which is kind of again the full arc of his character, of like realizing how what he was in the beginning of the show. Remember, this is Loki at the end of Avengers. He has not experienced Thor: The Dark World, which is good for him. Um, but you know, but yeah, this is the Avengers version of Loki, and the amount of change that the development that this character has, and I guess the character has gone over centuries of development because of that time jump in that last
The time
episode,
jump.
which
Yeah.
actually made my heart drop. I was like, oh god, what's gonna happen? Centuries later, I'm like, oh my god, they actually did it. So yeah, he has character development. He is probably the smartest being on universe maybe now, because he knows everything about mechanics, quantum mechanics.
He's one
And
hell of
everything.
an engineer.
Yeah, and he can control time. But yeah, literally that it's just the full cycle of everything. And apparently, the last line that Loki said in the show was, I'm doing this for you, for all of us." When he said it to Sylvie and Mobius, apparently that was improvised. I found out
Oh,
recently. So Tom Hiddleston improvised that, and that is also the exact same last line as his last line in the movie Thor, when he was hanging with Odin and in the Bifrost. But
yeah.
then he said it very differently. It's like, I did it for you, for all of us. Like he do his he's saying it, but he's saying that,
It
but you
feels
can tell
different.
you can tell he doesn't really mean it,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he said
yeah.
it. But at the end of the show, when he said it to Sylvie and Mobius, the two-person he truly, really cares about. That's why he travels back in time to talk to them prior, right?
Mm.
I'm doing it for you, for all of us. The way how he said it's so different and actually mean it, and it's like, oh god, full circle. So yeah.
I mean, at that point also there's the whole like when he was time slipping and is trying to figure out like why he keep on time slipping, and then like he finally tells the truth like, oh, I don't want to be alone, I want to be with you
Mm.
guys and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I feel like that, and then what you said, yeah, it just makes it means a lot more. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, again, there's a lot there's a lot to unpack here in the show. I think and obviously Loki is the standout. I think Sylvie definitely took a little bit of a backstage this season, but I think she's still very good.
This
Mobius I
isn't
thought
appear
was really
much.
good. Yeah, Ouroboros is good. Um, what's his name? Jonathan Majors.
Uh,
I thought he was good in this role. I don't
Just
know.
Victor
I really
Timely.
don't know what Victor Timely, because of the. I mean, as Victor Timely and as Kang as Victor Timely and as who he remains. Because again, you can tell those are like two very distinct characters based on his
Very different.
Mhm.
performance. So I
Yeah.
thought that was like impressive.
From the same
Um,
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
and even as who he remains, there is a difference to it for when it's the who he remains at the beginning, and the who he remains when he realized that Loki has started controlling the time
Controlling
slipping
time.
and can
Mm.
pause time. There is like a difference where like the who he remains prior was like kind of doing like a performance, but then he becomes like
Mhm.
serious eventually. It's
Serious.
like, oh yeah, you can like tell the difference too. Um, so that his performance
Yeah.
was good. Um, and it's interesting because like at the end of the show, because he breaks the loom, right? Because the loom
Mm-hmm.
was because and I think this was Teguh's
Fail safe,
question.
right?
This
Yeah.
was Teguh's
What is?
question to me, I think, or was it not? But basically, it's like the loom was like a failsafe where this has to happen over and over and over again, and it's basically just to prevent the sacred timeline to be the only one that still survives. Or everything has been like destroyed over and over, and Loki's like, no, we cannot do that. So he breaks the equation, and he becomes like the new, like it becomes the Yggdrasil, and then he becomes like the tree, a representation of the tree of life
Yeah,
in
that's.
Asgard, and then but he becomes like the new center of the multiverse, basically holding it all together and giving it life.
Mm, that was a question.
Oh, I thought Teguh initially. I thought he was like kind of confused with that. Was that the case?
Oh,
No, I was just more towards like what does all of this mean moving forward, like for the
the-
universe in general? But and like, is there a specific reason why he became the tree? Well, I was want to know if that was Yggdrasil, and I was like, yeah, that is, and I'm like, what does it mean?
I think it's just a visual representation of Yggdrasil. I don't think that's the actual Yggdrasil. I don't know, but I think it's kind of like a representation because again, like it's an Asgardian thing, you know.
mm.
It's giving life basically to the branches. So it's kind of like okay, and
No,
like
the first thing I thought of once I saw the ending was like, is that why the time stone is green? You know?
you think Loki is the time stone?
I mean, he controls time,
That is
right?
true.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the time stone is green. So I'm like, hmm,
So what
could
does that
that be why?
mean? So what does that mean? Wanda is the reality stone because she's red and she controls reality.
I don't know,
Wait,
maybe.
that actually makes sense.
Perhaps, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting theory.
So, wait, n- when, where does this take? Do we? Is there? Can we put this in a timeline somewhere, or is this like a separate thing? You know, like if you're
Well,
making chronological order
TVA is outside of time.
outside of time, I
I
guess, right?
still, even though
Yeah.
that's like all made up, but I still think that part is true. I think.
Mm.
Um.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
So
sense. I guess that's why it's always green. The time stone.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, again, like this whole thing is like again, it's like a full circle. So it's like there's like confusing aspects of it, to be honest. With like you said, but yeah, because it's like it's been a cycle over and over and over. So like, who
Yeah.
knows how long this has been going or when this is happening? And like they jump through time over the whole show, basically. So there's like a little
Yeah.
confusion there, I guess. But yeah,
I mean, don't think about it too hard.
no, I tried.
That,
I tried thinking about it too hard. My brain hurts. So I was like, wait, if this happens, then this, but that doesn't make sense. If this, like, wait, basically I was trying to think of like, wait, so if the TVA's handbook is made by Victor Timely and Ouroboros, but they need to give the handbook to the young Victor Timely so that he would get an idea. How did that happen? Well, like my brain started like
yeah.
unfolding and like no. And like at the end, Victor Timely, the new Victor Timely at the end doesn't actually get the book. So what does that mean? What? Like
There's-
more confused and everything.
It's
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool though that like Overboros wrote the book and that's the thing that they give Victor Timely to make the TVA and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty
Mhm.
cool. But still
Yeah.
though, yeah, it hurts when you think about it. I really like
Uh,
that whole sequence though in the series, you know, when Loki was trying to fix a time loom thing by himself. Like you said, the
over
centuries
and over,
later.
over. Yeah. When he
Yeah.
tries it over and over.
I like that whole montage of him just trying things out.
Yeah. And then there's
Yeah.
lots of like it's serious, but there's so many comedic moments as well of like Loki trying to figure stuff out and like he knows
Yeah.
what people are gonna say, and then like
And then
eventually
he's
when
just trying
they
to hurry everyone up, like he's explaining
yeah
everything really quickly. That was all funny.
yeah, and it was like wait that's right, how do you know this is coming for your job? And like yep, and like when they successfully do it, one of my favorite scenes was literally where he's like um he's like, you're so brave, or what is it, like, you're doing so great. And whenever Victor Timely is like, you're so brave, you're doing so great, it's like slowly walking, it's like just giving him confidence. It's like, uh, yeah. I thought one of the weaker parts of not one of the weaker parts. I thought Ranslayer's arc was kind of weak this year. I really don't know what they were trying to do with her character at the very end there.
I mean, she just kind of dies,
She didn't even
right?
die. She got pruned, and
Right. Yeah, she got pruned.
she was in that place.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I thought her arc feels unfinished. Also, like Miss Minutes, I guess, is like just there. I don't know how to
It
feel about
feels
Miss Minutes
weird.
too.
It felt weird when Miss Minutes um suddenly have the desire for Victor Timely. You know,
Uh,
wanting
hey,
the body to be with him. I'm like, oh,
hey, Miss Minutes has been alone for a lot of years, man. I don't know.
hey man, she got needs.
See, hey, eyes have needs too, you know. So, uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh,
Uh,
but yeah,
what
no, like
else?
Hunter B-15, I thought was good. Mobius was good. But
Movies
yeah,
was fun. Movies, it's pretty cool when we get to see what their actual lives are. You know, we get to see Mobius selling jet skis, and
yeah,
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the hunter, I forgot her name. B what?
B-15.
Yeah, she's like a teacher, or no, a Clint. Wait,
She's a nurse.
she's a
Sinners.
nurse.
Nurse.
Yeah, she's a nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a nurse and
OB
such
is a
like that.
OB is a science fiction writer.
Yeah, Ubi science
Yeah.
fiction writer. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really cool seeing their actual lives before they got taken in.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, again, I think the show really did a lot of good things, and like I don't even know how the script writers think of this, like, really, especially with the whole paradox and like the full circle arc and like different timelines going on and like the back and forth, like literally that last episode alone. How do you write a script like that? I don't even know. And like the fact that they depict it really well as well, it's like,
Mhm.
I don't know how. I don't know. I couldn't
Um,
even imagine how they
am I allowed
started
to
things
say
going.
without AI? Hehe.
Without AI.
Fair
Turns
enough.
out they
Yeah,
used AI, and I just got
Oh,
wrecked
I doubt
down.
it. I doubt
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just the writing, like the writing and then the visual aspect of it as well. You know, it has to go hand in hand, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
impressive. That
that the last sequence, and by last sequence I mean when he literally destroyed the lumen and he grabs everything and go all the way. There is no dialogues in that sequence. That is like one of
yeah.
the best visual storytellings that I think possibly in the MCU of just straight visual storytelling,
Mhm.
because there's no dialogues. I don't remember if there was music or not. Maybe there was music, but it was just like seeing Loki just like
Just
grabbing it
grabbing.
one by everything, all the costumes growing, grabbing it one by one, eventually slowly to the throne, and then he
Yeah.
did a chest fly, the most powerful chest fly in the history of Marvel. Can you imagine if he cannot do the chest fly? It's like, oh god damn it, I'm not
Oh
strong
God.
enough. Well, I guess I'll just stay like
Oh,
this.
too bad.
Oh, uh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
If any,
I thought it was
what,
really cool.
what?
I really like the visual of the when the world are getting destroyed. You know, it just becomes like threads and such like
Mm,
that. I thought it was pretty
mm-hmm,
cool. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
especially the first time when we see it. I think it was in. I don't know if it's the first time. Actually, I forgot. Basically, when Victor Timely just suddenly like
Turns,
when
yeah,
he gets out to
radiation.
put the reactor thing, he's just like whoa,
Mm-hmm.
turns into a bunch of threads. I'm like whoa, what?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I really
yeah.
like that depiction when the
Mm-hmm,
world is no, yeah, because it's a loop, and it's a thread,
mm-hmm,
makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's like so much that I'm probably missing right now, but there's a lot. And I mean, I don't know what this means for the future of the MCU per se right now. I don't think we're gonna get a Loki season 3. I doubt it. I feel
Nah,
like
I
this
don't think so.
arc is done. I
Yeah.
don't know if we will see the TVA in the future or not. It feels like a very I don't know if it's going to be something that translates to work outside of the show. Maybe it will.
I f- yeah, I feel like it's done with the TVA. You know,
And like I
uh,
guess the next question is, are we done with Kang? Because again, we still know that the Jonathan Majors he's in like he have the allegations and I
the
believe I
allegation.
believe I might be wrong here, but I believe the trial is happening this month actually for his
Oh,
for his allegation. But there was also like news recently where it says that Marvel is trying to move away from the Kang saga. He's moving away from Kang being the main villain, and they might do something like Doctor
it's
Doom
Doctor Doom,
as a
right?
next
Yeah,
bitch bag. I saw that article recently going around, so I don't know how true that is. And like if that is true, they can probably with this show they can kind of close the book on Kang because again, the
that's true actually.
like the Kang that they he break the equation. So like even though there
Yeah,
are Kangs running around and he mentioned like oh there is a Kang variant and the Earth 616
they're
equivalent, which is
the TVA are
Quantumania,
monitoring them, right? Yeah,
right? But they could probably be like okay because it's kind of changed like the arc of Kang kind of like he's still powerful but the arc of Kang is changed. So like maybe they could like change that. And I mean
yeah. I feel. uh,
obviously if they do like Doctor Doom, they could just be like all they
Does
have to
Doctor
do is
Doom have anything to do with the multiverse and stuff?
yeah
I'm not
actually
fully sure. Oh, really? Okay.
one of the Secret Wars 2, not the first Secret Wars. Secret Wars 2 is basically Doctor Doom, kind of like he create like a pocket universe with the help of like Franklin Richards, and then he creates a pocket universe and to put all the heroes in there and everything like that. So he's like he has like something to do with multiverse too. So
Huh.
and they could the easy way out is basically just like put all of the Kang in the Colosseum that we saw at the end of Quantumania. They're like they already build up Kang as like the next big bad, like the most powerful being in the universe. You know how to establish Doctor Doom to be the better big bad? Just make Doctor
Put them
Doom
in a
kill
pocket
all the
universe.
variant. Just make Doctor Doom kill all the Kang, and they will be like,
Yeah,
well,
that's her.
as easy as that. Now Doctor Doom is like the most powerful being in the universe.
Powerful villain.
That's the next big bad.
Yeah.
That's easy as as that. But yeah, they could
I feel
again
like it'll be kind
they
of
can
cheap though if
close
they ever do something like that.
right. But I
Yeah.
mean, again, if they decide to move away from Kang, that is this show kind of in a
This
way
makes the most
paved that
sense.
road a little
Yeah.
bit already. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
kind of weird that did they already name like was it
Kang
Kang
Dynasty.
Dynasty or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna change
Yeah.
it to Doom Dynasty. The Doom.
Doom Dynasty honestly sounds cool. Um,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
uh, and I mean, they've changed stuff in the past too, like title.
Yeah.
They changed the Captain America title, the new Captain America movie title twice already. They changed the Agatha Coven of Chaos, Darkhold Diaries, House of Darkness. I don't even know what the show is called now. They changed it like 3 times already. That show.
Yeah.
Um, they changed Captain America Civil War title several times too in the past. So yeah.
That's true. Well, man, if they're going to introduce Doctor Doom, I feel like it needs to be introduced to Fantastic Four.
Which is
No?
not coming until 2025, I believe.
Yeah, right. So I feel like if they're going to do that, they need to change up a lot of stuff, a lot
And
of the
also,
scheduling.
well, I don't necessarily think they have to introduce it in Fantastic Four. I think they can introduce them in other things.
Mm,
Because again, Doom is like, even though he is a Fantastic Four character, he has crossover to so many
many
Marvel
times.
big
Yeah,
Marvel
that's true.
events. So they could do that.
That'll
Honestly,
be so cool though if he came out with the Fantastic Four.
could yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
hmm there's also the rumor that Mobius and Miss Minutes is gonna be in Deadpool 3, which is the only film that's coming out next year for Marvel. I don't know how accurate that rumor is,
Mm.
but if that rumor is true, and with the whole rumor of Deadpool 3 being like Deadpool kills the X-Men universe, or Deadpool going through different multiverses or universes to kill other
What
variants or whatever with the
what
help
if
of
Deadpool is the one
Wolverine,
that killed all the Kang?
that will be insane.
That's how Marvel's gonna fix this issue.
the
Deadpool killed all the Kang.
the rumor that I have heard about what the plot of Deadpool 3 is like, again, it's like something to do with like Deadpool kills the X-Men universe or Deadpool kills like something universe basically,
Mhm.
and that's why he have Wolverine, because he's like getting the quote unquote prime version of Wolverine, which according to them is like, according to people, is like the Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
version of Wolverine, right? So he's like designing a help to kill all the other ones. Maybe that's why Mobius and Miss Minutes is there. I don't know. Um, but yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I feel bad for whoever is going to be the next Wolverine, because they just established that the prime Wolverine is Hugh Jackman. They're like, well, screw you, next Wolverine. Good luck.
Next Wolverine is never gonna be as strong as that.
Best of luck, man. Yeah.
All right then. Anything else you want to say about this? About Loki
Uh,
season 2? I don't think so. I think I just, yeah. It's really, I find it really hard to put into words how much
I I wanna I
I
wanna
enjoy
watch
this.
I wanna watch both seasons back to back, just to see if anything, because I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of stuff. But I want to watch
Mm.
both seasons, all 12 episodes back to back now. Try to see if again if there's something that
I
I
mean, it's only
missed.
12 episodes, right? It's not that
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
connects right
All right.
away as well. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. All right then. Any final words to go
Nope.
for Loki? This will be probably the last time we see. No, I don't know if it's the last time we see Hiddleston, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Overall, really, really enjoyed the show. How much would you give it out of 5? You know. Let's start with Albert again.
4.5. I think I'm gonna give
Four
it
and a
that.
half. All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna give it the same score as the first season of Loki, which I give it a 4.5 as well out of 5. How about you, Teguh?
4 out of 5, same.
4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5?
Oh, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I guess that's about it for Loki season 2. Spoiler review. So, yeah. Albert, you want to plug us out?
Yeah. You can follow us on our social media at Councilman Show, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you enjoy contents like this. We do reviews about some mostly big fandom TV shows, but we do some other things as well. And we have a podcast, the Councilman Show, where we do different episode every week. This past week we did we talk about the Inside Out 2 trailer, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire,
Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I'm missing one more. What did we do? What trailer did we do? Um, Mean Girls musical.
Mean
We talk
Girls.
we talk about that in this past week, and we're gonna do another episode this upcoming week. So check out our podcast if you want to hear us talk about this more. And we also did a review for the Marvels, the other MCU project, that we like it as much as this one. I guess you'll have to find out. Check that one out, and you can also grab. We also have merch in our TeePublic store, so go check that one out. teepublic.com/user/councilman-show. We sell merch there. And aside from that, I think that's it. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to see us do more of these stuff.
Yeah. And I guess with that, the Councilman has reviewed, and we'll see you on the next one.